Hey everyone, thank you Gregory for liking my poem. I've asked about on Facebook for some of my friends if they would mind me saying some of their poetry. Let me read some of their poetry out. They're all very different types of people with very different types of poetry, so I'm sure you might like it. Unfortunately, I don't have much of my poetry anymore. I've moved about a lot due to relationship breakups and things like that, so I've lost a lot of my artwork and poetry along the way. I think my best friend still got some copies of it, just some little ones. It's like that blue one that I've just put up. She actually had a picture of it because I did it with a picture of a blue mermaid that I painted. I scanned it into the PC and made up the poem and put it alongside this picture, and then gave it to my friend. And she sent me a picture of it years later. Actually, I think it was last year that she sent it. I asked about it, and yeah, she sent it me. I think she might have a few more. If she has, then I'll see if she can send me copies of them, and I'll read them out. They vary. Obviously, there's that one about the mermaid. I like fairies, so there's ones about fairies that I remember doing. There's ones where my head's been in a bit of a dark place. Yeah, little short, sort of like to the point, about toxic people and toxic behaviour and stuff and what it does to my head. I don't think she's got copies of those ones though. I think I've lost those along the way. I've not really done very much for a while, artistic wise or poetry wise, or anything really. My mental health's been a bit too bad, but it's starting to get better. I have my moments, and when I have my moments, that's when you'll see my creations. I mean, I've got a few pictures that I'd like to do. Portraits and things like that for people, tattoo designs and stuff like that I've done for people. I've got some in the pipeline, but I've just not got the creativity spark. I've got the talents, it's just the motivation, the inspiration, the muse. You know, it comes and goes, especially with mental health. You know, it used to be my escape from stress and everything, but my mental health got to the stage where I couldn't do the things I enjoyed anymore, especially when I was taking antidepressants and antipsychotics. They really took the joy away from everything. You know, just normal things that I'd laugh at and things like that, things that I'd enjoy. I didn't care. There was no highs, there was no lows. It was very strange, very surreal sort of place to be in, especially being an emotional type of person. But yeah, what I do have is a good friend of mine, Heather Asbridge. I've been helping her sort out a few bits and bobs for her in a house, and she's been getting rid of a lot of books. Now, I call this synchronicity, divine timing and things like that. She was giving me books and asking me to rehome them, some beautiful books, and I was like, yeah, I know somebody that'd like that. I'm sure somebody would like that, and you know, I'd be sending them off to my friends, like, you know, giving them a good home, and Heather'd be happy then. And now she found another book not long ago. It's a little poetry book. This is where the synchronicity comes in now. Now I was going to send this off to the person that I've been sending these other books to. A friend of mine, Phil, he likes old books and stuff, but you know, there's nothing on the cover. You can't really tell what it is. And then I looked, and Palgrave's Golden Treasury with additional poems. I thought, I'll have a look at that. So I started looking, and it's full of old poems. And I think the book is from like 1930. it was first published, let me just see, where did I see that? It did tell me when it was first, oh here we go, it was first published in 1861, and obviously it's been remastered and reworked, and the last published date was 1930. I've got to look into my Roman numerals, but it is printed on this book, the Roman numerals, and I'm assuming it would be the date it was printed and published. CXXXIII. So whatever that is, that's when this book was made. So I thought today, it popped into my head. I thought, oh, poetry. Greggy would like to hear some. If I can't get any friends, or if I can't find any more of my own, then maybe you'd like me to read out of this one. I mean, it's got lots of... Right. It says, the golden treasury of the best songs and lyrical poems in the English language. So, I mean, if you would like me to read out some poetry, I mean, I can read the whole book through from start to finish. I mean, not in one day, like, but you know, every now and again. I mean, it's just interesting. I was sat on the toilet actually, reading through it a minute ago. Just the introduction and all that, and just the way it's put together, and I think it might be quite nice to actually read through it. It seems quite a nice little book. I mean, I've read some of the poems in there, and there's some beautiful, beautiful stuff. Obviously, there's some masters of poetry and lyrics and all that in there. And you know, if you'd enjoy that, then yeah, I'd be quite happy to share this little book. You know, but yeah, that's up to you. Now, I just wanted to go on to that point of synchronicity. I've become quite spiritual, well, very spiritual over the last, year or so. It's sort of like been a gradual thing since I've moved into this flat 3 years ago. But even more so in the last couple of years. It's always been something I've played, dabbled with, thought about, you know, over my life, but never been in a place to be able to... Oh, I got a delivery. I'm going to have to say goodbye.